All right, Trivix, we are in the gaming booth at Canon. We're looking at some cool gaming tech, some surprising gaming tech, if I'm really being honest. Improvements on web cameras, essentially. What do we got, Drew?
So this is a slightly different way of using our M-Series, the mirrorless APS-C size cameras. It's not just a web camera, it's really a live stream type option that we're using here because the M200 allows us to have a clean HDMI signal out. So gamers like Rusty over here, when he's attaching his cameras, he wants to look the best he can while he's live streaming. So this takes the webcam that you would typically stick on top of your monitor and takes that resolution way above. You have the lenses that you can choose from that are the M-Series, so fast apertures. You've got focus that's much faster and can track you as you move through the scene, whether you're playing games, maybe you're doing a cooking show and using the AI camera we were talking about a minute ago. But it takes your image up a level for live streaming and broadcast through Twitch or whatever media streaming you're using.
That's one of the problems that we've found. You know, people who are doing live streaming, whether they're doing video blogs, whether they're doing gaming, whatever, they don't have great lighting. They don't have all the things that we might have if we were creating a studio for them. So you end up with situations where your highs are blown out, everything else is dropped into inky shadows, something called dynamic range. The dynamic range is way too narrow, and you don't have that sort of quality of image that you would get in a normal sort of filming environment. This seems to be solving that problem with better technology in the camera.
Right, because we're using an APS-C size sensor here, Brian, we've got all that technology, we've got high ISO capabilities, and keeping that image quality as high as possible, and again, keeping that control over the image so that you can give the image you want to give, just like you would if you're taking a photograph. You can do that while you're doing a live stream.
And it's just a standard still camera. I mean, it's just the APS-C regular old go out and shoot with it camera, but with this HDMI out.
And what he'll do is he'll take that camera off the tripod over here and go do a vlog outside the center here and say, here I am outside, and come right back in here, put the camera right back in. It's the same camera, same type of settings. It's one camera fits a lot of different needs.
Now, is this HDMI out new to the camera? Is this new for this year, or is this something that's always been in there? Why is this something that we're talking about now?
Previously, clean HDMI has been held for typically higher end type products. You know, people would think about broadcasters or whatever else, but we talk to a lot of consumers and they say, well, you know what, I don't need a 5D4 for doing this type of work. Give it to me in something like a G-Series or an M-Series, and that's what we've done. So the M200 is our APS-C size, our G7X Mark III has clean HDMI out for a PowerShot series. So we're listening to those customers in what they need to do today to create their images.
Very, very cool. And if you look up on the screens, you can see the difference in his face on the Canon M200 side. You can see you're getting all the detail of his face. When you look over on the standard web camera side, you know, everything's blown out. It's kind of just a wash in white. That's what happens when there is too much light hitting the sensor of the camera and it can't compensate for it. Really cool technology. Thank you for showing us.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Brian.
This is CES 2020. I'm Brian Stillman with Be Terrific. We're here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're going to have continuing coverage all through the week. Stick around. We've got a lot more coming your way.